What's going on, guys? Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ and we are back with another video on the 2023 Infiniti QX60 Autograph all-wheel drive. Today we are going to be discussing 5 things that can improve upon the vehicle, because again, every manufacturer, every car I do gets this list, so there's always room for improvement, and 5 things that we absolutely love about this vehicle. So without further ado, let's try to make this sweet and short. So let's roll. Number 1 on this list is on the exterior of the vehicle. While the styling actually is really good looking overall, I think the only thing that can potentially improve on the exterior, in my humble opinion, and this should be optional, okay, just to be clear, the moldings around the wheels, black plastic. Some other manufacturers are allowing you to get those body paint matched. So if we could get that as an option, I think there'd be many people that would go for it, because it just gives it a more premium feel opposed to the plastic. But other than that, the exterior on this thing is absolutely killer, in my humble opinion. Number 2 on this list has to do with the color of the interior. While this interior literally about blew my doors off with how nice it is, especially in comparison to like 3-4 years ago for Infiniti, like, my goodness, does this look nice. Just take a minute and look at all that. If you guys haven't seen the full review, definitely go watch it. It's in the link down below. But the interior looks really good. The only thing is, and I get this on a lot of manufacturers, unfortunately, there's only 2 colors on the Autograph, which is literally black and this, which is, I believe, called saddle brown. And again, it looks good to me, but not everyone's gonna love this, and not everyone likes black, because like here I live in Arizona, it's super hot, the black just doesn't work. So if we could get like a gray or a red as optional, man, oh man, that would be super nice. Number 3 on the list has to do at night. Unfortunately, obviously it is not nighttime right now, so you're gonna have to take my word for it. But this vehicle has ambient lighting, which is super nice. You will find it along this little line right here underneath, so it literally comes down on the leather. It looks really nice. It's also in every single little door pocket on every door. And then last but not least, it's up again along that edge right there. Now, it's super nice. However, there's many other manufacturers that are allowing you to change colors of the ambient lighting. And unfortunately, you can't do it on this. It's pretty much, you get what you get, and you can change like as far as like, you know, brightness levels and all that, but you can't go to like crazy like purple or blue or any of that. They don't let you. So I think that'd be a pretty easy fix, to be honest, and it certainly wouldn't stop me from buying this vehicle. But again, I'm trying to really be nitpicky, I guess, because I have to be in order to come up with this list. Number 4 on the list has to do with this little guy right here, and over here on the left, this little steering wheel. So for those of you that don't know, this is ProPilot Assist, and down here is your adaptive cruise control. This basically is your bubble of like everything under that, if that makes sense. And what happens is you press this, and then over here you can turn this on or off, which is basically your lane centering. So here's what happened. Here in Arizona, it's really hot, and here it's only the winter right now, but it ended up being like a 77-degree day, And we go for a drive, go to turn this on the freeway, and to my surprise, it says up here in the center, too hot for the lane centering. It has to be, after reading in the manual, below sun temperature of like 104 degrees in order to be cool enough. So I found that odd. Now, obviously the vehicle cooled down after about 10 minutes and it was able to work well. And when it does work, again, it works well, just to reiterate, but it seemed odd and quirky that it had to be below like 104 degrees is what the manual says in the car. Because I've never ran into that issue in any other vehicle for lane centering. So and it may have literally been this vehicle in particular that it was a quirk. And again, not a huge deal because after 10 minutes, like, it was good to go. But it just seems so odd, and especially for all the other technology out there on other cars, I just feel like maybe that could improve to where they get rid of that temperature setting or place it in a different spot to where the temperature doesn't affect it as much. I'm not sure, I'm not an engineer, but it had to make the list. Number 5 on the list is right down here. As you can see, this is a wireless phone charger. Now, it works good, and it's really nice to have that option. However, as you will see, my phone, if we put it in there, which is an S20, is actually fairly small compared to how big the pad is, which is good because you can fit bigger phones, right? There's much bigger phones than mine. The issue, or rather what they can improve upon that I've seen in other manufacturers, is at the end of it, they literally have almost like a little rubbery clip, and it literally can go up and down. So that way, if your phone is thicker or whatever, it'll actually hold it in place. Because here's what happens. You go around turns and your phone slides, and it'll literally just connect and reconnect when you go around turns. So while it works really good on the freeway, around town, maybe not as functional unless they just put a little clip up there to where it'll just slide in, hold it snug, it'll be good to go. But nonetheless, great to have the feature. That wraps up the 5 things to improve about this vehicle. Again, I was super nitpicky. It is what it is. Sometimes you have to get down to the nitty-gritty for some of these vehicles because they're so good. So let's move on to the 5 things I love about this. And I actually had to trim this list down as well because I'm shocked. Like, honestly, Infiniti like 3-4 years ago was like just so outdated in technology in comparison. When I got in this thing, it just like blew my doors off. I was like, holy smokes, like this thing is so much improved. It's crazy. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. So number 1 on the 5 things that I love has to be the interior design. I mean, just look at the design. Like, you have this piping on here, you've got the like diamond stitch, you've got autograph written in there, it's soft touch leather. You come over here, it's all soft touch everywhere, like nice aluminum, brushed aluminum for the speakers. You literally got all the way up here, like everything is soft touch, everything is leather, like even all the way around the screen. Like, that is so wild on how good they did. And you have this massive screen, you come down here, you still have buttons that you can physically push, which is easy to use. You've got all the amenities and tech. You have full LED screen up here in front, and then you have a heads-up display out there if you can see it. Like, everything about the interior design on this is absolutely just phenomenal. Number 2 on this list goes hand in hand with number 1 slightly, and it's all the tech in this vehicle now. Like, this Infiniti has heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, a massive center screen, you have full LED digital display, which I know I've shown all this stuff, but I gotta point it all out. You have the literally ProPilot Assist. Your rear seats have their own temperature control, which is located right there. They have their own heated seats. You have memory seats, even on the passenger side. You have massaging seats for both front seats. Like, my goodness, what more tech do you want in a vehicle? It is absolutely amazing. Number 3 on the list will be a very quick one, and that is the price point of this vehicle. While $68-ish thousand seems pretty expensive, it is. However, this vehicle is priced really, really well. I always do the game of getting in a car, driving it, seeing it, putting my hands all over it. before I look at the window sticker. My guess on this vehicle was right around $77,000. But no, it comes in at under 70, around 68,000. Definitely priced aggressive for how nice this SUV is. Number 4 on the list, we're driving it very briefly here. It's super quiet. I don't know, I mean, it depends on what shows up. This is a GoPro Hero 10 Black in particular right now. It's quiet. I mean, everything about this vehicle is absolutely quiet. And that's good. That's what you want in a more luxury SUV. And if it's not, then, well, that's pretty interesting. But long story short, super quiet. That had to make the list. Everything from tire noise, road noise, the wind noise, all very, very quiet. Number 5 on this list has to do with the performance. Again, 3.5 liter V6 making a 0-60 paired with the all-wheel drive 9-speed transmission at around 6.2 seconds. Let that sink in. A full size, almost to the large size SUV doing 0 to 60 in around 6.2 seconds. Listen, that's moving for a full-size SUV. Oh, by the way, it's 25 miles to the gallon on the highway. So yeah, super impressive in my humble opinion. Just like that, guys, we're gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're wanting the in-depth review, the link will be down below. Feel free to give that a watch. And just like that, please like, please subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.